Good morning. Day 27 of our 30-day challenge. As well as our 3 rounds of breath this morning, we will be doing a beautiful mandala flow where we use breath and movement combined to take us around the mat. It's a very absorbing way to practice a vinyasa. It's one of my favourite ways. I hope you enjoy it too. I am going to squeeze a new move in there, a new asana, and we're going to do a variation of triangle called the fallen triangle. It's quite strength building, and then if you want to, we're going to flip that into wild thing, which gets a really good stretch all up the front body and works the back body, opens the shoulders, opens the hips. It's really strong, it's quite beautiful, and I'll talk you through it very slowly. We'll go through it once slowly, then reset from dog, and then put it in the flow. If you like the video, like it. If you haven't yet subscribed, please do so. Okay, so let's get comfy, whether you're lying on your couch or your bed or on your mat. Grab a cushion, grab a blanket, and we'll start round 1. 30 big belly breaths. Hopefully you won't be accosted by a small child and a dog, but such is my life. So 30 big belly breaths. In and out through the nose or the mouth. You decide which one feels better for you, most beneficial. It doesn't matter whether it's your nose or your mouth. Just keep taking those big belly breaths, filling the belly, forcing the diaphragm open, filling the lungs to their capacity, and then taking that extra sip up into the air, into the head. And that's all in one flow. So belly, chest, head, waves it in, and then without any pause at the top, it waves back out again passively. So in and out. Literally like waves washing up onto a shore with great force and then seeping back out again. 100% in and 70% out, there or thereabouts. Got 5 more in this round. 4 more, 3 more. Make these last ones really big. 2 more. Okay, this is our last one. Breathe in and then let all of this air out, and we'll do a breath out, breath hold for 1.5 minutes. As usual, if you'd like to hold your breath for longer, I'll cue you up with 10 seconds to go, but if you'd like to take a breath before, that's also absolutely fine. Just take your 15-second recovery breath, holding it in, and then rejoin the breathing in the next round. Just make it work for you. Just stay comfortable, relaxed, and go to where you can manage. Really enjoy the sensations during these breath holds. It's really quite special. Just have this time to yourself here on the mat to really explore the internal workings and sensations of your body. Really embrace it. You're doing so well. We're nearly there with this round. We have 20 seconds left. Ten seconds if you want to pause the video left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big breath in, recovery breath, hold it. Holding this breath for 15 seconds, pulling up on the perineum, the root lock, the stomach lock, the throat lock, and pushing this air into your head. Imagine you're decalcifying your pineal gland and stimulating your pituitary. And release. Well done. Let's take round 2. Big belly breaths in and out. In and out. Belly, chest, head, let it go. It's really quite beautiful when you take that extra sip of breath into the head. So really focus on that. It comes quite easily to take the deep breaths into the stomach and the lungs after a while. But the breath into the head can be that much easier to just not do. So really focus on that. Get the big breath into the belly and the chest, and then just watch that extra bit of air coming into the head, because that's the one that's going to make you feel a little bit lightheaded and feel quite spaced out, or as Wim calls, high on your own supply. Really enjoy it, lean into it, really be present. Don't worry about what you've got to do later, just be present here on the mat now. Got 10 more in this round. We're doing 35 breaths at this round, and it will be a 2-minute breath hold. Breath out if possible. If that feels too uncomfortable, then hold back a sip of air, 5 more, and you can release that as you feel the carbon dioxide pressure building. Okay, we've got 2 more. Last one, and then release. Release all of this air. Breath out, breath hold, 2 minutes. Really, really focusing now on the sensations in the body. Enjoy the feeling, enjoy this peace, enjoy the sensations in the toes, the ankles, the shins, the knees. Feel into the thighs and the hips. Notice the energy in your torso. Changes in temperature. Noises, rushing or buzzing behind the ears. Lights behind the eyes. Embrace it all. It's all good. It just means it's working. And that your immune system and all your major body systems are resetting and renewing. Okay, you're doing really well. It's 30 seconds. If you do need to take your breath before, that's fine. Remember to take your recovery breath before you restart your breathing. 10 seconds left. Do you want to pause the video? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big breath in. Hold it. Really push up now on the root lock, the stomach lock, the throat lock, forcing this air into the head. Even pushing up on the muscles in your jaw and in your ears, and then release. Well done. This is round 3. We've got 40 big belly breaths. In and out. Belly, chest, head, let it go. Belly, chest, head, let it go. So good that you've shown up for yourself today. Really make these breaths count. Really, really enjoy it. Be present. And just enjoy the feeling of relaxation washing over you. Breathing in calm and releasing out tension. This is the last round, so really go for it with the breathing. Really hyper-oxygenate those cells, the bloodstream. You can do this. Keep going. You're doing really well. You're doing so well. Keep going. We've got 10 more left of this round. Let's make these really big, these ones. belly, chest, head. Let it go. Really push that air up into that head. You're doing really, really well. We've got 2 more. And ready? This is our last one. Breath in, breath all the way out. If that's your poison, like myself. And it's a breath out, breath hold for 2 minutes, 30 seconds. And just go inside now. Feel your body heavy on the surface below. Really melting like butter in the hot sun into the surface. All stress and tension leaves you. Any muscles held from doing the breathing, just let them go. Tension in the face, just release it, let it go. The whole back body merges with the surface below as you release all muscles and surrender to the relaxation. Doing so well. Just keep going. Let's not take a lot of time out of your day, so really, when you are here doing this breath hold, really make it like a meditation and a time of peaceful mindfulness for yourself. You owe yourself this. 30 seconds left. Your body, your mind, your emotions will thank you for this, showing up for yourself. Ten seconds left, so nearly there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big belly breath in, hold it. Let's push this one up. This is a recovery breath. 15 seconds, hold it, force the breath upwards. And release. Well done, well done. Just breathe in and out gently through the nose now. These are conscious breaths, but they are natural breaths. Not forced, just breathing in and out through the nose, and just let all that work you've just done in the body fully integrate. Found the breathing not only helps lots of the body systems, but it really does help tone the abdominals, and the digestion gets better. So it works so well in so many different ways. Okay, come up to sitting now. Cross-legged in the front of your mat, and we will just warm up a little bit, ready for our exercise. Okay, so I just want you to take the left hand and tent the fingers on the mat, and then just gently take hold of the head and take it over to the right shoulder, not tipping forwards or back, just getting a stretch down that left side of the body. And now the other side. Tent those right fingers and take hold of the head with the left, just gently. We're not pulling or forcing, just stretching out the neck down that side. And then bring the fingers to the front and your thumbs to the back of your shoulders, elbows at parallel. And then just tip down one side of the body to the other. So breathe into center and out to the side. This is a Kundalini warm-up, just to warm up the shoulders and the sides of the body. Keep going, just find your rhythm, find your pace. Breathing into the center, down to the sides. Okay, take the hands high, breathe in, and then take a twist. Right hand to left knee, looking over the left shoulder. Breathe in as you lengthen and out as you twist. Breathe in to centre. Left hand to right knee, goes over the right shoulder. Breathe in to lengthen and out to twist. Okay, come onto your knees now. And then sit onto your heels, so the heels are into the bottom. Take the hands in Venus lock, left thumb over right for women, right thumb over left for men. And then I want you to just, in a snake-like motion, fold with an out-breath forwards, forehead to mat, taking the shoulders over your back. And then with an in-breath, come back, take a back bend. Keeping those shoulders open. So breathe out, forehead to mat. And then breathe in, bring the shoulders back and open and take back the head, opening the metabolism. Then fold into child's pose and we'll take rabbit pose. So holding onto the feet, come onto the top of the head. I can't do it because I've got a bun in. So you're set on the crown of your head. This is a very gentle inversion. We'll be doing a headstand later. So we're just getting our position. Okay, come back onto those heels and take the right arm below the left. Come onto the right shoulder and the right cheek. Stretch the left arm out your head just to get a gentle twist and compression in the body. Change arms. Left hand comes below the right. Right arm stretches forward and lean onto that left shoulder and left cheek, getting a lovely compression in the hips and a stretch in the lower back here. Okay, come up to all fours, arms and hands underneath the shoulders, and we're just going to pulse the legs. So right leg to 90 and just pulse it, really getting into those hips and glutes. And now circle that leg all the way around, open out, bring it round. Bring the knee to the elbow, bring it up and around. Bring the knee to the elbow, up and around, just getting some heat into those joints ready for our wilding later. And now take the left leg and at 90 and pulse. Just a small motion, really getting into that glute and hip. And then circle, bring the knee to the elbow, bring it up and around. Next, bring it next to the knee, to the elbow, up and around. One more. Bring it next to the knee, to the elbow, up and around. And then bring the knee back to the floor. Well done. And then just come back into an extended child's pose with the knees together, getting a stretch into the lower back. Just come to your rhythm, find a nice rhythm of breath in and out from the nose, and then fold forward slowly, like in chaturanga arms, into your cobra. And hold it, and then gaze over your right shoulder, your left shoulder. So we're not getting a huge motion here, but it's just going to warm up the shoulders and get a slight twist and a variation in your cobra. Come back, turn the toes under and then hover. Hover the knees about 2 inches off the mat, 3 inches off the mat. Just warming up the core. Really pull up on the core. And then back into your downward dog. Find your position, walk out your dog. The heart's pouring towards the mat. It's a shoulder opener. Arms pushing up away from the mat so we're not collapsing into the shoulders. No weight in the head, heels slightly turned out and feet hips width apart. It's a C position, remember, with a slight back bend. Now lift your right leg, bend the knee and open the hip. Even weight through those hands. So the work is in the hips, opening that beautiful lateral side of the body. Change feet, left leg lifts, bend the knee, open the hip, even weight through both hands. Really feel into that stretch. Okay, both feet back to the floor. Come back to your dog. Find your breath. Try not to get photobombed by a child. And then step forward to the front of your mat. Take a forward fold. We're going to do something different in your forward fold here. So find a couple of movements, but keeping your knees as bent as they need to be. I want you to stand onto the palms of your hands. So you're literally, your palms are underneath your toes. If you can work your legs towards straight, that's awesome. If you can't, it doesn't matter. You can keep them as bent as you need to. And then roll up to standing. Take the hands high above the head. Breathe in. Breathe out. Hands to heart center. Okay, let's begin to flow. Breathe in. Tall mountain. Raise the hands high. Breathe out. Swan dive to a forward fold. Breathe in. Halfway lift. Breathe out. Step back. Chaturanga. Or lower all the way to the floor and come into a cobra. Upward dog or cobra, and then flip over those toes back to a downward dog. Raise the right leg high, three-legged dog, and then step it through between the hands, low lunge. Bring the back knee to the floor, crescent lunge, take the hands high, internally rotate the shoulders, gazing straight ahead. And then back to your low lunge. Raise the hands up into a high lunge. Internally rotate the shoulders. And then straighten that front leg. And take a halfway lift over pyramid with your back heel raised. And then fold over that front leg. Keeping the back heel off the floor in this pyramid pose. Just folding the body, no pressure, over the front leg. Halfway lift. Bend into that front leg. High lunge. Open out to warrior two. Find your position. Front foot turn to the front. Back heel down now. And then breathe in. Straighten those hands up. Straighten the front leg. And breathe out. Warrior two. Breathe in. Straighten the arms. Straighten the leg. Breathe out. Warrior two. 5-pointed star. Raise up high. Breathe out. Squat down. Goddess squat. Breathe in, 5-pointed star. Breathe out to a squat. Breathe in, 5-pointed star, and then parallel out those feet and fold forward, wide-legged forward fold, bringing the head towards the mat. We'll take a twist here. Take the left arm to the right foot, and the right arm raises up to the ceiling. And then the right hand comes to the left leg. And the left arm raises to the ceiling. Come back to your wide-legged forward fold. And then come to a low lunge at the back of your mat. High plank. Chaturanga. Breathe out. Breathe in. Upward dog. Breathe out. Downward dog. Well done. And we're going to take the same leg and do that again on the other side of the mat. So the right leg lifts again, three-legged dog, and step it through between those hands into a low lunge. Bring the back knee to the mat, crescent lunge, internally rotate those shoulders. Hands back to the mat, low lunge, high lunge, raise those arms high. Straighten out that front leg, back heel stays turned up, halfway lift over pyramid, and then fold over that right leg for your pyramid pose. And then find your high lunge again, and then open up to your warrior two. Back heel spins down to the mat now, raise up the hands high, straighten the leg. Warrior two. Breathe in, raise the hands high, straighten the leg. Back to warrior two. Breathe out. Breathe in, 5-pointed star. Breathe out, squat. Breathe in, 5-pointed star. Breathe out, squat. Breathe in, 5-pointed star. Breathe out, parallel those feet and take a forward fold over those legs. We'll take that twist again. Take the right hand to the left ankle and raise the left hand up to the sky, right hand up to the sky. And then take the right hand to the left ankle and raise the left hand up to the sky. And then forward fold. And then low lunge to the front of your mat. Step back, high plank. Breathe out, chaturanga. Breathe in, upward dog. Breathe out, downward dog. Well done, well done. If you get lost, it's absolutely fine. Just rejoin where you can. And now we'll take this on the other side. So the left leg lifts high, three-legged dog, and steps through between those hands. Low lunge. Right knee comes to the mat. Raise those hands high, crescent lunge. Turn that bows, back toes under, high lunge. Internally rotating those shoulders. Straighten out the front leg. Take a flat back over the front leg and then fold over that left knee. Pyramid pose with the back heel turned up. And then fold back down into your high lunge. Raise the arms high. And then open the shoulders, open the hips out into warrior two. Find your pose. Back heel spins down now. Turn the feet turned in at 30. And then breathe in, raise the hands high, straighten the leg. Breathe out, warrior two. Breathe in, wave the arms up, straighten the leg. Breathe out, warrior two. And then open up to five-pointed star. Breathe out, squat down and pulse. Just pulsing in this goddess squat with the hands at heart center. Breathe in, five-pointed star. Breathe out, forward fold, wide-legged forward fold. We'll take a variation on the twist. So the left hand comes to the middle of the mat and the right arm lifts. We've got a flat back here. And then the right hand comes to the mat, the left arm lifts. Taking a twist. It's just a slight variation on the one we did before, working into a different part of the back. Take your forward fold, bring the head to the mat. And then creep forward to the back of your mat with a low lunge. Step back, high plank. Chaturanga. Breathe in, upward dog. Breathe out, downward dog. Well done, you're doing really well. So now we're facing the back of the mat in your downward dog. And we'll take that all on the same side. So left leg lifts. Steps between the toes, between the hands, sorry. Low lunge, bring the back knee to the mat, crescent lunge, raise those arms high. Turn the toes under, we're coming to a high lunge, arms stay lifted and turned in, internally rotated. And then straighten that front knee, and then we're going to take a pyramid pose. So we're folding over that right knee, left knee, sorry. High lunge, open up to your warrior two. Left foot faces the front of the mat, back heel turns down. Breathe in, straighten. Breathe out, warrior two. Breathe in, raise the arms and straighten the leg. Breathe out, warrior two. Open up to your five-pointed star. Breathe out, squat and pulse. Just gently pulsing. Weight over the bottoms, there's no weight in the toes. Five-pointed star, and then parallel those feet. Take a wide-legged fold. Left hand comes to the mat, right arm lifts. With a flat back, this twist. And then right arm comes to the mat, left arm lifts. Flat back twist in a wide-legged forward fold. Take your forward fold, bring the head to the mat, and then bring those hands to the front of the mat. Frame your foot, low lunge, high plank. Breathe out, chaturanga. Breathe in, upward dog. Breathe out, downward dog. Well done. I hope you're following that. But at any point you do get lost with these mandalas, just rejoin where you can. It doesn't matter. This is very much a free flow yoga, so make it work for you. Okay, hop or step to the front of your mat now and forward fold. Breathe out. Breathe in, raise those hands high. Breathe out, hands to heart center. Breathe in, chair. Forward fold. Breathe out. Halfway lift. And either step back or jump back to your chaturanga. Upward dog. Breathe in. Downward dog. Breathe out. Okay, we're going to take a slightly different flow now with that new asana, falling triangle. So right leg lifts and comes to the outside of your left hand. Just find your balance. The left heel comes to the mat and the left arm lifts high. Don't collapse into that right shoulder. It's quite strength building. And then both hands come to the mat, and then we're going to take the right leg, twist it over, and we open to a back bend. So I'm going to take you through that again on this side, just so we can put it into the flow. Okay, so from downward dog, we're going to lift the right leg high, step it to the outside of the left hand, left heel spins down to the floor, right arm lifts, look up, left arm lifts, look up to that left hand. And then both hands come back to the mat. We take the right leg, spin it over, flip over, and then open out to a back bend. So the left leg is long along the mat and the right leg is bent, and all of your weight is on that left hand. Raise it back to three-legged dog. And then you're going to step it through between the hands to a low lunge. Now we're going to lift the right leg off the mat and turn towards the right side of your mat, bringing your right hand towards the left leg, and then spin all the way round and take a side lunge, a low side lunge at the front of your mat with the hands at heart center. And then take a low lunge, side lunge at the back of your mat with the hands at heart center. Find your balance. And then turn to a low lunge at the back of the mat. Step back to high plank. Breathe out, chaturanga. Breathe in, upward dog. Breathe out, downward dog. Well done, well done. So we're going to flow that again from back to front. And we're now facing the back of the mat with a downward dog. So the right leg lifts, steps through to the outside of the left hand. The left arm raises and the back left heel turns to the mat. Then bring the left hand back to the mat, flip over. So now the right leg is bent on the mat, the left leg is strong, and the right hand is stretched back behind you in a back bend. Flip back to your three-legged dog. Step through, low lunge. Turn the right hand to the left foot and then twist round. Take a side lunge at the back of your mat with the hands at heart center. Then side lunge to the front of your mat. Turn to a low lunge at the front of your mat. Step back, high plank. Breathe out, chaturanga. Upward dog. Breathe in. Breathe out, downward dog. Well done. Come back to your breath there. It's quite complicated. Maybe watch it through once or twice before you go, or just pause it as you need to do it. We'll do that on the other side. So the left leg lifts high and we step it through to the outside of the right hand. Back heel spins down. Right arm lifts to the sky. Then the right hand comes to the mat. The left leg spins around, comes bent knee to the mat. We stretch back on the right leg And the left arm stretches back behind us in a back bend. Head comes back if it's comfortable. Both hands back to the mat, three-legged dog. And then that left leg is going to step through between the hands. And then we're going to take the left hand over the right hand arm this time. And then twist all the way around and take a side lunge at the front of your mat with your hands at heart center. With the right foot turned up. And then a low side lunge at the back of the mat with the left foot turned up. Find your balance. And then turn to a low lunge at the back of the mat. High plank. Breathe out, chaturanga. Breathe in, upward dog. Breathe out, downward dog. Come to your breath. So we're going to take that all on the other side now. So left leg lifts again. And we take it to the outside of the right hand. Back heel spins down, right arm lifts, gaze up to the right fingers, falling triangle. Then the right hand comes back to the mat, spin that left leg all the way around, and then open up the front body and take a back bend. Both hands come back to the mat, three-legged dog, low lunge at the front of your mat, and then spin that right hand over the left leg. Low side lunge at the back of the mat. Hands at heart center. Low side lunge at the front of your mat. And then turn to the front of your mat, low lunge. High plank. Breathe out, chaturanga. Breathe in, upward dog. Breathe out, downward dog. So you may need to watch that through a few times for it to make sense. It is quite a complicated little flow, but once you get it, you'll find the rhythm of it, and it will all make sense. It's just quite hard to actually explain how to do it. Hop forward to the front of your mat, forward fold, breathe out. Breathe in, raise those hands high, breathe out, hands to heart center. Okay, change up a little bit. So take the right foot in the right hand, raise the left arm high, and looking towards those left fingers, raise the right hand, dancer's pose, find your balance. So we're getting a beautiful arch in the body there. And without bringing those toes down, bring that knee up, and we're going to wrap it round the left leg for eagle pose. So you can either just wrap it round once, or you can wrap round twice. And then the opposite arm comes over the top and wraps too. So the right leg wraps over the left, and the left arm wraps over the right. And then sink down into your eagle, gazing straight ahead. If you can bring your hands together, do so. If you can't, that's fine. And wrap from your eagle without bringing that foot down. Bring the knee up to staff pose. And then take it back to warrior 3. Take those arms back with you. Open out to half moon pose. Open the hip, open the shoulders. Gaze up to that top hand, the right hand. Step back into 5-pointed star. Squat down, goddess squat. 5-pointed star. Squat. Forward fold, wide-legged forward fold. And then come to the back of your mat, low lunge. High plank. Breathe out, chaturanga. Upward dog. Breathe out, downward dog. Come back to your breath. And then look forward to the front of your mat. And hop forward or walk forwards, forward fold. Breathe out. Breathe in, come all the way up, raise those hands to a mountain, and breathe out, hands to heart center. And we're going to take that on the same side. So we take the right foot in the right hand, raise the left hand high, and then raise that right leg up, getting an arch in the back, dancer's pose. And then we're going to come to staff pose. So I deliberately missed out the eagle, so we only do eagle on one side. Straighten out the leg in your staff. Take it to warrior 3. Raise those hands up behind you, the triceps. Open out to half moon pose. Open the hips, open the shoulders. Step back, 5-pointed star. Breathe out. Squat down. Breathe in, 5-pointed star. Breathe out, forward fold, wide-legged forward fold. And then come to the front of your mat with a low lunge. Step back, high plank. Breathe out, chaturanga. Breathe in, upward dog. Breathe out, downward dog. So you're now in a downward dog facing the front of your mat. Or walk to the front of your mat, forward fold. Raise those hands high to a mountain. Breathe out, hands to heart center. And we'll take that all on the other side. So this time the left foot comes into the left hand, right arm lifts, and raise that left leg, getting that arch in the body for your dancer's pose. Bring the knee through. We're going to take eagle pose. So wrap the left leg around the right, and the right hand comes over the left this time, and then sink down into your eagle pose. You don't have to take the double wrap like I have. If you don't, you can do a single wrap. Go to where you can, and then come back up to staff, and then carefully come through to warrior 3, taking those arms back. Hips are parallel in warrior 3. Then open out to a half moon. Open the hips, open the shoulders, gazing up to the top fingers. Step into your 5-pointed star. Squat, 5-pointed star. Squat, 5-pointed star. Parallel out the feet. Forward fold. Bring those hands to the back of your mat, low lunge. High plank at the back of the mat. Chaturanga, upward dog. Breathe out, downward dog. Well done, well done. This isn't easy, so if you are still with me, excellent. Hop or walk forward to the back of your mat, forward fold. Breathe in, raise those hands high, above the head to a mountain. Breathe out, hand to heart center. And we'll take that again on that side. So the left foot comes into the left hand, right arm lifts. And we raise that leg up, getting a lovely arch in the body for our dancer's pose. Knee comes through into staff pose, straighten out that leg. And then without touching the floor, take it back into your warrior 3. This standing balance sequence, really try and do it without bringing the leg to the mat. Then open out to your half moon. Step back into your 5-pointed star. Raise the arms high, breathe in. And then parallel out those legs. Come into your wide leg forward fold, and we're going to take your inversion here. So you can do any version of headstand that you want. So you can do tripod headstand, head in hands headstand, feet up the wall, or take a shoulder stand. Just try and do an inversion. I'm taking tripod headstand. Or you can stay in a wide-legged forward fold if you prefer. Just take it to where you want. Or if you even want a break, you can go into a child's pose. Okay, then meet me back in a wide-legged forward fold on the mat. Low lunge at the front of your mat. High plank, and then lower all the way to the mat. And then take hold of the feet with the hands and raise everything up. We're going to do bow pose. So take the head and shoulders back, lift the legs up, working every major muscle group in the body. Come back to your mat. Sink back into a child's pose, wide leg child's pose this time with arms extended. Just going to take some stretches now and some abdominal work just to finish. You've done really well. I hope you managed to follow the flows, but it does get easier the more you do mandalas. They're quite fun. Okay, I want you to bring your hands to the mat, raise both legs up, and then scissor back and forth, one leg then the other. Don't let the feet come all the way to the floor, and try and keep them as straight as possible. It's not easy. Really pull up on those abs. Stay sitting on the sitting bones. Use the hands to find your balance, and then find boat pose without bringing those feet to the floor. Low boat, high boat, low boat, high boat, low boat, high boat, low boat, high boat, low boat, high boat. Well done. That was a mean little abdominal workout, but we won't stay there. We're going to move on now. So we do half Lord of the Fishes. So right leg bends on the floor, left leg comes over the top, and either take hold of the left knee with the arm or bring the right elbow to the outside of the left knee and gaze over the left shoulders. Breathing in and out, raising and lengthening as you breathe in, and twist more as you breathe out. Okay, now take the left leg long along the mat and the right foot into the left thigh. Gaze over your right shoulder, counter twist. And then raise the right hand and take a side bend over the left leg. If you can only come over a little bit, doesn't matter. If you can take hold of your toe, excellent, A star. And then turn towards your leg and fold your entire body over that left leg. Working your sternum towards the knees and your head towards your ankles. Come back up to sitting. We'll take those on either side. So the left knee comes on the floor, the right leg foot stamps on either side of it, and then either hold on to that right knee or take your left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Gaze over your right shoulder, breathing in as you lengthen and out as you twist. Half Lord of the Fishes. And then take the right leg long along the mat. The left foot comes into the thigh. Counter twist over the left shoulder. And then raise the left hand. And we'll take that side bend over the right leg. If you can take hold of the right toes with the left hand, that's good. And if you can't do that without twisting or collapsing, then just go to where you can. Then open out and then fold the entire torso over that right leg. Working the head towards the ankle. Not forcing anything with the hands, they're just there to support. Come up to sitting. And then just lower onto your back and we'll take reclined pigeon. So the right foot comes over the right knee foot comes over the left knee. And take hold of your left shin or thigh and then just pull it in towards your chest. Keeping the lower back on the floor and the shoulders on the floor. And then twist it over to the left, looking over your right shoulder glued to the mat. And come back to centre. We'll take that on the other side. So the left foot comes to the right knee. Bring the right knee or thigh into the chest. Not pulling with the shoulders, just guiding back and keeping the lower back on the floor. And then let those knees rock over to the right hand side of the mat and gaze over your left shoulder. Keeping the left shoulder glued to the mat. Getting this gentle passive twist in the body. It's also it's a good sign that we've nearly finished. I hope you've managed to follow this flow today. If you haven't, it doesn't matter. Just keep coming back to it where you can. and enjoy it as much as you can. Take the knees to the chest now, rock them from side to side. Then take the legs long along the mat, open out the hands, open out the feet. I did a very short Shavasana because I had somebody at the door. This has been quite intense, so take maybe 5 to 10 minutes to recover from this practice and just lay long along your mat. Lots of twists too, so maybe a drink of water. And for those that are finishing with me, then rock up to sitting. Cross your legs, come to the front of your mat. Bring the hands to your heart. May the long-time sun shine upon you. All love surround you, and the divine light within you guide your way on. From my heart to yours, Sat Nam, Namaste, Waheguru. I hope you enjoyed that. It is really one of my favourite ways to practice yoga. Tomorrow will be day 28 and it's Saturday. So we will do a Kundalini, a short punchy Kundalini practice which will just fire you up and prepare you for the weekend and to be around family. And we'll do one that will boost mood as well as lift and energise the entire body. I'll see you tomorrow. Please stay safe and have an amazing day.